Ryan here with Prudential Pest Solutions. And what we're looking at is a bald faced hornet nest that they built underneath an air conditioner unit on the outside of a home here, and this is in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. It's a pretty good sized nest. We can see some of the hornets gathered on the outside there and some hornets coming and going. So the ones on the outside are, protecting it and slash, using the wood pulp to fix and continue growing the nest. And the ones coming and going are the ones that have gone out to the nest to get resources and they're coming back. So obviously we can't have this here. Actually, the client was telling me that they were due for an air conditioner tune-up. And wouldn't that have been exciting for the HVAC tech to come and see that? So we're all suited up and we are going to use our PTPI, get this nest treated, and then remove it. So my preferred method to treat these is I go right up to the nest. I crawl right up to it. And I'm a strong believer that if you're calm and make, slow, deliberate movements, they're not just going to come and attack you. But when it's time to treat, it's game on. So I hit the outside guards first, then I go right into the mouth of the nest there. And this product works so good because it kills them so quickly that it actually forms like a dam of dead hornets right at the opening there, which kind of traps the other ones in there. And then the nest is just paper, so I just kind of poke right into it with my applicator nozzle there. And what we can't hear here is the whole nest just erupts into this loud volume of wings and humming. It sounds like a loud hum. We can see some of the other workers coming back to the nest, but you can tell that they're not going in and out of it. They're kind of just hovering right around the opening going, thinking like, what is going on here? So yeah, nothing's coming and going out of there. They just kind of approach the front of the nest and they're just kind of hovering around. Now, what I thought was really cool about this nest, and I ended up keeping it, was that as opposed to a bald-faced hornet nest, and that's what these are bald-faced hornets, as opposed to a bald-faced hornet nest in a tree or a bush where there's branches coming out of it and it's more spherical, this has a completely flat top to it because they built it directly underneath that flat platform of the air conditioner mount there. So it's got a completely flat top, which I thought that was pretty neat. So I loosen it up with my scraper there, and I can just peel the whole thing away. So once you remove the nest, the hornets tend to go after or tend to gather where the nest used to be, as opposed to gathering to the actual nest on the ground now. So we're just scraping that up, making it look pretty. I'm getting as much of that paper and that pulp off of there as possible. But you can see that the hornets that are coming back, they're not coming to the ground where the nest is, they're coming to the air conditioner. So these hornets that are coming back, I'm not going to hit them all with the PTPI there because that's more of an aerosol. So we're going to get this stuff cleaned up, and then I'm going to come back with my sprayer, and I'm actually going to use a gas-powered mist blower to apply a more residual chemical there so that the hornets, when they do come back, are going to come across that product and it's going to take care of them. So whenever we leave a job like this, there's always going to be some hornets that are still flying around, but by the next day, there really shouldn't be any. And obviously there's no chance that those hornets that are flying around and coming back to this nest can remake this nest because none of them are fertilized queens. So the nest has no chance of being rebuilt. So like I said, I thought that flat top was really neat. I'm not sure what we'll do with it, but I thought it was really neat. So there's another picture of it. And this is the gas-powered mist blower. Now I use this for tree spraying and shrub spraying, but it was a pretty windy day, and I really wanted. There were a lot of hornets flying around there, so I really wanted to get as much product onto the flying flying insects as possible. And all this does is we're using a product called Suspend Polyzone here, which is deltamethrin. And that's just going to kill off any of the hornets that are flying around or any of the hornets that come back to that nest there. So this was in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, in southeastern Pennsylvania, and we are the hornet experts. So if you have a hornet, yellow jacket, bee, or wasp issue, Prudential Pest Solutions is who you need to call.